Love, peace, and soul, y'all. What's going on? It's Empress Phoenix Fire. And just had a quick channeling that I wanted to come forward with y'all. Like, you know, when I have these moments where, you know, the channelings come through, the downloads come through, the jewels come through, and then I don't document them. I don't, you know what I mean? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll bring that up later. And then totally forget. So I said, let me come forward with this real quick and bring this forward. First, let me say this too. Excuse me. If you're looking for any consultation or you want to see what I have to offer, everything is on the website. Just navigate the website. You'll find everything that you need to find. And see what works for you, see what you would like to see. Y'all, we're in the last few days, right? The last days and times. This is a real, true culmination. I feel like I don't think we realize the climax, the summit that we have reached. Oh man, so many. Hold on. The summit that we have reached, right? Let's start out with the more somber energy first, right? So I see my fellow chosen ones, right? And we tired. You don't see it? We tired. Do you hear me? Our old soul, like, we are so tired of dealing with the bullshit and the shenanigans. And I think that us chosen ones have been through this cycle of reset. Remember, we're in the 26,000 year cycle. So remember, we've been in this energy of a changing of an eon, of an age, right? All of that. So okay. So we have been confirmation, niggas. So we've been stewing in this energy. Okay, it's been a lot of highs, it's been a lot of lows. And I see it in the face of my fellow chosen ones, and I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one going through it. I'm not the only one who's experiencing this battle fatigue. I'm not the only one who's like, damn, yo, we tired of this shit. Can we just beam us up, Scotty? Scotty, beam us up. And how many times, yo, it's crazy. I always reference TV shows and movies. But damn it, Star Trek is really coming up hard. And how many times Scotty was like, I can't do it. I need another piece. You have to wait. Da, 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 da. Give me 2 minutes. Da, 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 da. And or you're breaking up, Captain. I can't. Scotty will always be like, I can't create the miracle without the supply. You know, but I think that I feel specifically for us chosen ones, right? And I don't want to keep saying it. I don't want to, those anointed ones, where you have an anointing over your life. I feel that we don't realize how much progress we've made, how much the Most High is so proud of us, that we have been resilient through it all. And in the next couple of days, right, as we head into this new fiscal, the first new year, you could say, because it's going to be many, right? The first new year of 2022. Because your solar return is one, the spring equinox is another, you know, the astrological, whether it's Chinese or Western or whatever, is another new year. So this is the first of many new years for 2022 though. And when I'm thinking about the 6, and I'm like, yeah, we like breaking down the 6, the numerology, 6 in the tarot. I did that reading. Y'all could check that out. It's 2022, the year of the lovers video. But and then I said, wait a minute. I said, I mentioned the Hopi prophecy, and I was like, this is it. This is the 6th rotation. In the 6th year is when we're truly really gonna, like, this is the year that we have to get the formula right. And because of that, we're looking for a good year. We're looking for like a reprieve and all of that. I feel that the lows are just gonna be as much as the highs. Okay, so just as much as you go through shit, you're also going to reap blessings, wonderful things into your life. So when the things do dip low, know that, oh, that's because something bigger, better is coming in. It's the balance. This is the, and also is those dips are there to attempt to distract you from the main goal, which is because this is the year where it needs to pop off. Like, this is the year that we have to get the formula right to ascend, like to be able to switch out of the lower energies, to stay out of the lower energy, to stay out of the lower frequency. And what happened was 2021 was throwing tests our way to see how will we react, to see if we're still going to be resilient, to see if we're going to be able to stay on course and on task, even with the distractions and the challenges, the many challenges. But I see it in the eyes of my fellow anointed, like we've been through it. We've been through it. But I feel like it's the ending of it. Also, I was like recollecting how, I did channel how I said timing is going to be an individual thing, because it is all going to be based on your frequency as far as timing goes. As far as, like, we're doing all of these New Year predictions and New Year readings and things like that. And it's truly for entertainment purposes only, because you have to sit and evaluate what timing you on, right? And the Most High is going to show you. Like, this is why I'm like, yo, it's no question why this time of the year, no matter where you are on the planet, is a time of jubilee. It's a time of celebration, even in the midst of possible darkness in the northern hemisphere. Because guess what? In the southern hemisphere, they in straight up summer. They in straight up summer. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Timing is all relative. The weather, the seasons, your senses is all relative to where you are stationed at. So something is going to come through for y'all that is going to be your reward for all the resiliency of 2021. All the shit that you've been through in 2021. That was one for the books. We thought 2020 was one for the books. NASA. I remember when 2021 came in, I had posted a meme of the Joker showing it around, like 2021 showing 2020 showing 2021 around the office, and Joker was like that, and it was like like, and it's so true. And I'm like, I don't want to be a buzzkill. I'm like, yeah, 2022. Everybody's like, yes, it's gonna be. No, what it's gonna be is gonna be an even balance of highs and lows. You gotta be prepared for that. You gotta be prepared for when it dips, to be indifferent to it. For when energy dips, or when that Wheel of Fortune, because remember, the Wheel of Fortune is moving. So when that Wheel of Fortune is going, and you're on the underside of the Wheel of Fortune, you got to know the wheel is just going to continue to turn and move, and it's going to go up, and things will balance out. So just as equally as things may go low, it will equally go high. That's the key. That's the key. And I think that we're going to get a boost, coming up this weekend. I feel like I talked to a lot of people. They was like, yo, this don't feel like a holiday. Like with so-called Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever, Yule time, winter solstice, whatever you celebrate. Everybody was like, it just was not the same this year. We wasn't able to buy gifts. We wasn't able, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could thank the principalities for that, which I feel backfired on them, because people, y'all giving out all these stimuluses and the early child care tax credit, and people was just basically using that just to pay their bills and get by. People is not, you know what I'm saying? So ending out the fiscal year, you're going to see a lot of closings of department store, a lot of stuff, because people is not focusing on that. People's like, you know what? We got to get by right now. We riding a wave, you know. That money got to go to necessities. So we ain't thinking about buying all of this other stuff that y'all you know, want us to spend and end out y'all fiscal year the way y'all want it. So that I looked at that like, hey, yep, kiss our ass. We ain't going crazy buying gifts for our children and you know what I'm saying? I think that, and then even your children have been through a lot too these past couple of years, y'all. Whether you a single parent or not, our children have been rolling through the punches as well. Okay. I don't know if I shared this, but it was in 2020 that, was it 2020? It was either 2020 or the beginning of this year that one of my daughter's friends committed suicide at 12 years old. Check on your children's mental health. Check on your children's mental health. You hear me? It's so important, because you feel like you going through so much shit. Your children go through shit right along with you. They your soldiers. They your riders. They are you. So you gotta really explain to them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it. You like, listen, we ain't got it right now. Don't worry, things gonna pick up. Let me catch up on these bills. You know what I'm saying? You know, mommy and daddy is the real Santa, okay? We'll get this shit together. All right? We'll get it together. Okay, so another challenge that came through too is that, you know, we've been talking about how the universe is your partner. The universe, you know, of course we know you co-create with the universe. The universe is basically your spiritual mother and father. Is source, you know, it's the most high. Okay? Whatever you want to call God, whatever, right? And remember that even the negativity comes from God too. Source is full. Like, I always look at source as like this cloud bubble, and within it is comprised of everything in existence. So that means from the highest of the highs to the lows. So you want to, you know, separate the devil from God's creations when the devil is part of God, right? So, oh, damn, that's the other channeling. Hold on, let me not forget that. All right, boom. Let me keep my pinky up so I don't forget. Okay, so be that as it may, the most high, like, you're gonna make plans. Like, I watched what is it, the Nightmare Before Christmas, right? Again, with my children. I haven't seen that in a long time, and I was like, wow, he did all of that planning, all of that stuff. He did all of that planning. Okay, Nightmare Before Christmas did all of that planning. Okay, and what was happening? He was not staying in his lane. He basically, and this is the karmic energy. You could take this and look at it from so many angles. This is what the so-called karmic energy does, where they want to try to usurp your life and live like you, copy off of you, be you, try to showcase gifts that you have, and as if they have them for themselves, instead of staying in their lane and being who they are. So he was trying to be Santa Claus, and he was like, kidnap Santa Claus. We're going to kidnap him. Even though he was polite to Santa Claus. That was the funny shit. He was like, it's an honor to meet you. It's an honor to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And all this and that. But, oh, put him away while I go and try to be him, basically, because he was tired of being himself. He was not happy with himself. He wasn't. He was bored with his life. So he was like, let me cause him a habit and try to be Santa Claus, right? And then what happened? I forgot her name. The girl, I forgot her name. And she was like, something's wrong, Jack. Don't do this. And she was trying to tell him. And I was like, damn, that's the subconscious again. I swear I see it in everything. How masculine and feminine, like it's supposed to be a romance story. Like she's like, oh, I hope he does. Will he see me? Will he notice me? Will he know how I feel about him? And all this and that, and my visions and what I see. Will he listen to me? That's what your subconscious, your intuition does all the time. That's how it feels. Like, are you listening to me? Are you seeing the signs that I'm trying to show you? Are you you know, are you gonna make the right choice? Da 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 da. But in the end, what happened? She wound up helping him and attempting to save him. And he was like, what are you doing here? He was like, she was like, oh, well. And he realized what she was doing. He realized that all this time she was trying to stop him from making the mistake of, you know, trying to do all these plans without first consulting with that connection to the Most High. Okay, that comes from within. Okay, boom. So the other point that was coming up was, when I did the reading, I pulled out the Lovers and I did all the minor arcana underneath it. But I said that was lacking of me, or half-assed of me, because I should have pulled out the Devil card as well, because the Devil card in the major arcana of the tarot is 15, which still equals 6. Okay? Which still equals 6. So it still carries the vibration of what this year is also going to be about. So you are that's what I said. It's going to, just as there's going to be so many highs, there's going to be so many fucking lows. And let me tell you, your vices, your insecurities, and all that shit is going to be peaked this year. You hear me? You got to be disciplined. Remember, the Devil card in the Tower represents Capricorn. It represents Saturn, Santa. Okay? Set. What? It represents limitation. That's why their necks are chained. It depicts limitation within the constructs and the confines of this physical body. Now, are you going to be a slave to your physical, to the lust, to the gratification, right? To all the 7 deadly sins and all of that? Are you going to, you know, fall victim? Because that's what will fuck up your manifestations. That's what will mess up you, come in and make you come off the path. Okay? So with the Devil card, so you always got to keep that in mind. Yeah, it's 6. The Lovers, all that romanticizing, but you also got to remember the energy of the Devil, and that's what you have to really be in. You have to work on. I feel the Devil card is more important than the Lovers, because that's going to flow freely and easily to you, right? What will hinder it, again, is the physical gratification. All right? So splurging, trying to keep up with the Joneses, all of that stuff, are needing to purge. So I feel like that's the collective feeling of what we're stepping into. Also, I was thinking about how I'm like, you know, we have so many limitations, you know, living this human experience. There's only but so much we could do. And then we also have to rely on our higher self, the Most High, to do the rest. And that's fine, because guess what? That's the whole point of how these dimensions came into creation, because, and I said dimensions, you see, realize I didn't say the earth, this life, third dimension. I said dimensions, all of them, because this was the last rung. There's other dimensions that were created before it got to Malkuth. So the Most High loves, this is why the anointed and the chosen are always protected, because the Most High wants to see what beautiful things can be created with the limitations. That's the thing. Like, wow, look at, it's like when your child comes home and is like, look, mommy, look what I made in school. Look at my art project. Look at my, or they have a performance. My children stay having performance, or they have a performance at school and they like, yeah, we've been practicing. We've been doing all this and that. And then you go and you sitting in the audience like, oh, look at my baby. You taking pictures of your children. You know what I'm saying? And you proud. That's the same feeling that Source has when it comes to you. That's why you are so protected, because the Most High is like, I want to see what you could create. I want to see what you could do with the limitations. I want to see what you could do in spite of antagonistic energies attempting to drag you down. I want to see what you're able to still do with your capacity and how you're able to grow and learn and progress with each year. This is why, you know, gifts come in. This is why. I was looking at it like, yeah, that's the same feeling. So the Most High is so proud of you when you do what you could do with the limited things that you could do. Like when I said that time, I didn't have any gas money that time. And I was like, yo, I need to get to work and back before my next pay. I'm not borrowing money from nobody. I'm not calling nobody. I'm not asking nobody for shit. And I found $10. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was saying to the Most High, look at you creating miracles. But the Most High is saying that to me. Like, look at you. Within the confines and the limitations, you was able to do what you needed to do. This is why you are so protected. And the antagonistic energy doesn't understand that, because that's not their energy. Their energy is, I'm not happy with myself, so I'm going to attempt to take from others. I'm going to harm others in order to make myself feel better. I'm going to put people under me so I could step on top of them, so I could feel elevated. So that way I could feel my connection. So they could feel a connection to some sort of light if they usurp it from somewhere else. That's the thing. They lost their connection to the Most High. Okay? And remember, it's always a choice. So, you know, in this realm, that's what it is. Everyone has a choice. And the Most High too wants to see how low somebody could go. Right? Like, sometimes you'll let your children do some sneaky shit. You see them doing some sneaky shit, and you like, I want to see if she really gonna try to sneak clothes in her book bag and go to school and change her clothes. I really want to see if she gonna go to school with makeup on, take my makeup. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let the day pass, and then it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Or your child is like, oh, I'm gonna spend the night at such and such house, but really they go into a party, but you get wind of it, and you're like, I want to see if she really gonna do this. I want to see if he is really gonna do this. Okay? And how far they'll go with the lie. It's the same thing with the Most High. The Most High want to see how low an energy will go to attempt, because the Most High already know, like, we protect, like, I know I'm gonna protect my child. You know what I'm saying? Those that are, doing the works, you see. So I'm not even worried about what they're going to do. I just want to see how far they're going to go in their choices. Or are they going to wake up? Because that's the thing too. These people or energies or entities, they are given opportunities to make a different choice. They're given like you always see it in the villain movies, like where the villain will have a chance to be like, it doesn't have to be like this. Come, you know what I'm saying? We could make amends. We could work it out. We could da-da-da. And then they'll be like, at first they'll be like, okay. And then they'll be like, but nah, I done slipped too far, or I'm not as strong as you, or it's just not their energy. Period. It's just not who they are. And they will die. They would rather die. Wasn't that Killmonger? Right? Because that was his own cousin. He like, look, it don't have to be like this. You know what I'm saying? We can make amends. You know what I mean? It don't have to, but he like, nah, like, no, this is my energy. This is who I am. I'm gonna be true to who I am till the day that I die. Yo, damn, that's the devil card, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've been blabbering. I just want to wish everybody a happy Yule time, the end of the year energy. I know it's been rough. Everybody's been going through it. We really want to just wrap up this heavy energy of the 5, all the changes and the challenges, but really take a moment, even if you cry, take a moment to be proud of yourself. Look in the mirror and say, yo, you made it. You are my best friend. I love how you come through for me. And then when you say that, when you're doing that, you're saying it to the Most High too. And it's the Most High saying it to you. You're literally you speaking that out is the Most High speaking through you. Like, this is what you know what I'm saying? I love how you come through. Even in the midst of the 11th hour, you always come through. You always are there. Right? At the end of the day, all you have is yourself, really. In your mind and your faculties. Be proud of that. Be proud of the fact that you made it through this year, yo, with all of the trials and tribulations. Even when when the odds are stacked up against you, you still overcome. You still make it through. You still get up. Even when you don't want to get up, you're like, damn, I'm back here again. Get up, you bathe, you brush your teeth, da-da-da, and you put on a brave face. That's the terminology I wanted to say. With the chosen ones, it's like we put on a brave face, but you know, I could see through the brave face, you know, I could see how tired we are. I could see but know that we have the stamina and the endurance level to continue on into 2022 and face whatever highs and whatever lows come our way. We got it. We got this. And the Most High is going to show you with a reward of something. You're going to get it. I see it. You're going to get a gift. If not now, if you haven't already gotten it, you will get it within the first few months of 2022. And with that, I appreciate y'all. You know, keep it simple. When things are like this, you got to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it light. Keep it airy. And see you on the other side. Peace.